What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of In Good Chumpany. I am Ben, and I'm here as always with my co-host.
Hello, it's AJ. How is everybody? How is you, Ben?
I'm doing okay, hanging in there.
Amen. We just came off of a very fun Windrose stream, which we will circle back to later. Funny enough, but yeah, Ben, how's the week, Ben? How's the gaming, Ben?
Not much gaming this week, just because work, but it's been a good week.
Heck yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, I finished Darwin's Paradox. Of course, we have the review for that coming very soon. And then I have been spending a ridiculous amount of time still playing Slay the Spire 2. I know you have been too.
Same.
As I see you on differing times than me, of course, just due to work schedules. But that's been fun to dive into and keep on trying to win a run, which I still have not won a run, if that tells you anything.
We'll get there, buddy.
Well, we'll make it. We'll make it. I swear. Ben, we have a lot of news to talk about this week before going into the big, which is the triple I initiative event that we of course are going to break down. But before then, a little bit of housekeeping. The podcast is on Spotify and YouTube. So whichever one you are listening on, of course, it is on the other. There is, of course, also reviews and streams happening on the YouTube channel, streams also over on Twitch. Usually Ben and I will split our perspectives so that you can kind of get a view of either one of us or both of us. So definitely go check that out. We also have TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts that are coming out almost regularly every day. So definitely, if you're looking for more content, we got plenty of that coming. And my goodness, we have a lot on the way with next week. We have 3 different games coming out. By the time this podcast episode drops, it will be that week, actually. So, boy, oh boy, Ben, buckle up.
Lock in.
It's time to rock and roll. But with that, do you wanna kick us off with our first little bit of news?
We'll start with kind of a big one. So, reportedly revealed by a leaker, we have release dates for Project Helix, which is the next Xbox console.
Yes.
And the PlayStation 6.
Yeah.
Holiday season 2027.
So, we just talked about this, Ben, in episode 7, actually. And now we're gonna get into something crazy. If you wanna kind of keep on going, this kind of blew my mind right off the bat.
Yeah, I mean, the headline says a lot of it, but allegedly we are getting these new consoles next year. Seems really quick. Maybe I'm just delusional, but
the leak also came from Kepler L2, which is like a known, fairly credible
most of the
leaker.
time.
So this is it could hold some weight here. And we just came off of talking about a pretty substantial hike in the price for the PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a little concerned, especially with they mentioned the long-rumored PlayStation handheld possibly coming out.
I
side
forgot
by
to
side
write
with
that
this
down,
too.
but yeah.
Nobody's like other than the people who are like in that very I would say limited niche. People aren't going to be able to pay like $1,000 for a console.
No, I don't think so.
We need to either have an affordable option, much like the Xbox Series S. If I'm getting those right, I hope I don't have those mixed up. But there's got to be some kind of way to get affordability back into the grand scheme of this here, because right now we are going down a very rough path, and I don't know if we're going to even be able to get our hands on a PlayStation 6, depending on the cost.
Yeah. I mean, it was hard to get a PlayStation 5 at launch.
Seriously.
It took me months.
It was a nightmare to try to get a PlayStation 5 when that first launched, and with all of the hardware shortages right now because of the AI boom, and all of that, which we've talked about in detail many, many, many times, about how this is impacting the gaming industry as a whole. Um, this this is not going to go well if this console is at that $1,000 price tag for either company. For Xbox especially, though, Xbox, we are coming off of a really, really rough period, and
hmm
we have to, like, you have to establish an identity here.
Yeah, absolutely. And just circling back on the price increase for the PlayStation 5, um, numbers are coming out this week. I don't have the exact numbers in front of me. I'm trying to find them right now. Uh, but since that price increase, PlayStation 5 sales have dropped significantly.
I'm not even surprised by
Yeah,
that,
you,
Ben.
you can't
That,
be.
like, we called it. We knew it was going to happen. It is not affordable.
No.
Dude, who is paying? I know some people are able to, so they are going to, but the general public is not able to afford $900 for a PS5 Pro. Like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah.
And if you're spending that much money, like, that is a full blown, like, pre built gaming PC at this point. And we talked about this last week. What is bringing me to a PlayStation that is at that price point as opposed to a computer? And honestly, the exclusives are not doing it.
Nope, not at the moment. I don't know. We'll see what happens. 2027 is still far enough away for things to change, at least hardware wise, availability.
For
Uh,
sure.
so, hopefully it evens out a little bit.
Let's cross our fingers because I don't know how much more of this the gaming industry can really take before something breaks.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
it's plummeting.
Speaking of breaks, except let's go and twist it into a positive light. No Man's Sky. It has been a whole heck of a long time, yet I'm still bringing up this game.
Yeah, dude.
Um, they received its 42nd free update, and Nintendo, you lost the whole court debacle you were trying to go into, and now we have some replies. We have Xeno Arena, which is basically Pokemon in space.
Yeah. You get to battle little critters. Just good job, Hello Games. Like,
Seriously.
when, like, No Man's Sky came out 2016.
I was about to say it had to be like 2017, but 2016 is probably correct.
Yeah, 2016 initially. And what a disaster at launch. And that team is just stuck with it.
Yeah.
So much respect to them.
Heck yeah. I'm super impressed with the fact that we are still here today talking about this game. And the last time I played it, which was maybe 2 years ago, it was phenomenal. I loved what I played. I just do not have the time to sink
No,
into
no.
that game at all, ever. It just isn't going to happen. As a father of two, there is no way in heck if I want to get to all the other games I want to get to.
Yep. Now, Hello Games, I'm grateful for what you've done with No Man's Sky. But where is Light No Fire? I,
Yeah,
I want it.
that would be very nice. However, at this point, I know that a lot of people are happy with what they're getting for No Man's Sky.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
if that's what they want to be cooking for a little bit, I'm just gonna let them cook. And honestly, it seems worthwhile to me. So
Hell yeah.
Ben,
Yeah.
we have a couple interesting news things to talk about coming up, but I just want to point out something that did come up that I just want to shout out really quickly. State of Decay 3,
Oh, yeah.
that got a official alpha playtest announcement. We did put in for that. We will see if we get to that. But that is super cool to see that that we have the official announcement for that. And alongside that, we also got Mortal Shell 2 official gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
So just some quick little updates on previous games that we've talked about earlier in the podcast that we now are getting a little bit more news on, and we are eating this year, dude.
Dude, so much.
This is ridiculous. Like, I don't know how to keep up, but both look amazing. We've put in to try to get into both of the demos and alpha playtests and stuff like that. So we'll see how that goes.
Fingers
But
crossed.
fingers crossed, because my oh my, do I want to get my hands on those games?
Yeah. Speaking of other games that are coming soon, uh, 007 First Light is launching next month.
Yes, I am pumped for that.
Me too. But it is not coming to the Switch 2 next month.
So that's an intriguing tidbit of news that we're getting a month from launch.
Mm-hmm.
Last I heard, it seemed like everything was going fine with this. So intriguing how that's changed now. I hope that once it does release on Switch 2, it runs well, because we'll get into it in later pieces, but the Switch 2's performance has been amazing in some cases, and in other cases it seems like optimization is a little rough. So we'll see how that goes.
Yep. Yeah. And, I mean, I know nothing about game development, but I know it's a completely different environment from the other platforms. So,
Oh yeah,
there's going to be hiccups, but
for sure.
hopefully,
I mean, this is Nintendo, man. It was bound to be a little bit more hoops and hurdles to go through.
yeah, always. So, hopefully they get that sorted out. I know
Cross our fingers.
they said I've seen multiple reports, some saying later this summer, others are saying indefinitely. So we'll see.
Whoa, that would be some really rough news. Let's hope it's not that.
Yeah.
But speaking of games coming out or supposed to be coming out, Quantic Dream a couple of years ago
Mm-hmm.
announced Star Wars Eclipse. Coming from Game Informer, just gonna just read this off really, really quick. It says that the outlet claims to have heard development on Star Wars Eclipse is very slow going, with developers spending months working and making little progress, the source went on to say. So that's not good news.
Not at all. As someone who's a big fan of Star Wars and Quantic Dream.
Seriously. I've been excited for this so much, and this, like, of course, I'm still excited. And take the time that you need if you need to make it. If you need that time to make it the great game that it's gonna hopefully be, then by all means do that. It does suck hearing that we have to wait even longer for this.
Mm-hmm.
However, I will counterpoint. We are eating when it comes to Star Wars lately. We have the Galactic Racers coming out. We did, hopefully we have Jedi 3 coming out soon. So we have some stuff to hold us over. Star Wars Zero Company, so we'll see. But I hope that this doesn't mean that it's pushed to like something like 2030.
I sure hope not.
That would be rough. I hope maybe we're talking maybe year 2 of new consoles.
Let's hope.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I still have a nasty taste in my mouth from Quantic Dream working on Spellcasters Chronicles, which is a multiplayer game, which is not where they typically operate. They make great.
Yeah, definitely not their wheelhouse typically.
Yeah, they make great single player games. I mean, whatever, if that's what they wanted to do. I know they're now a subsidiary, that might not be the right word, I'm not smart, of NetEase.
Oh, come on.
So, but, NetEase loves their multiplayer games. So
Amen. And it's the common theme with a lot of these bigger companies right now of multiplayer game, multiplayer game, multiplayer game, and then I mean we've seen how that's gone lately.
yeah, trying to find that next Helldivers.
Seriously, and I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon.
No.
I think that we are at a point where people are also moving on from there a little bit more, and we are seeing a shift in what people are looking for right now. So I don't know. I hope all goes well in this.
Yeah.
So next up, Ben, to chat about, and I really want to hear your thoughts going into this because I only know very little.
Okay.
Valve has come out about making an AI bot for customer support stuff and also anti-cheat.
Yeah, so they haven't really come out regarding this. It was discovered through Steam files.
Okay, yeah, that.
Yeah, seems like they're using or making an AI bot they call Steam GPT to primarily take care of customer support tickets and, like you said, anti cheat, primarily for Counter Strike 2.
Yeah.
Um, I don't really have a problem with this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a fan of AI. I think that has been abundantly clear on this podcast.
Definitely, we have stated our point there.
Yeah, but like regarding uh, customer support tickets, I already thought that that was done by bots. I'm pretty sure it was.
Seriously, I thought this was already like a bot based thing, so I feel like this is just basically saying, "Hey, we're gonna give it a software update."
Yeah, something like that. like Steam refunds are so fast. If you're under that 2 weeks,
there's
2
no
hours,
way that's a person.
maybe. But yeah, shout out also on the refund policy. It's great.
Seriously, I mean, like one of my actually my favorite refund policy ever.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, 2 weeks, 2 hours. And regarding anti cheat, I mean, it's probably better at recording data and processing it than having it someone on the human side. Like that's where I'm okay with AI being used, like data processing.
Oh yeah,
something that would take a human forever.
I do think we tread a fine line here, though,
I concur.
because while it can be useful to help with the anti cheat, it can also be a major, major, major detriment and start causing problems when people aren't even doing anything shady at all. So we'll see how this goes. I think that using it is like you said,
Mm-hmm.
this is way better than using it for the art in the game. Like, I'll take
100%,
this
yeah.
any day. Like,
Yeah.
this is something like you said. I already thought most of this was already done by bots. So
Yeah. So
I'm kind of just looking at this like, isn't this what we already knew?
yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was just an interesting little article that I wanted us to talk about.
Yeah, no, it's fascinating. We'll see kind of how that progresses as we go further, especially with public opinion on that.
Mhm.
It seems like there has been a very large outcry and continuing to build a little bit against the integration of AI, especially in the gaming industry. So I guess we'll kind of see how that goes.
Yeah.
But to kind of spin away from AI and let's go into some craziness, the back rooms.
Yeah, sort of a video game adjacent topic here.
Yeah, this is a bit different for us, but we wanted to highlight this really quickly. The Backrooms movie is going to be releasing, and we have gotten quite a bit of intriguing knowledge. And with that as well, we do have a decent bit of footage from the trailer that we've seen, and everything looks crazy good, Ben.
I know. I'm very excited. So Kane Parsons is directing, also known as Kane Pixels on YouTube. Uh, yeah, like I said, video game adjacent. We can talk about this year because there are backrooms video games, but man, this looks like it hits the spot for
Yeah.
those OG videos. It captures the vibe perfectly.
Oh yeah.
I'm so excited for this. There's an ARG now. Like, oh,
It's exactly what I was hoping it was gonna be so far. So I'm excited to see how this builds out. Yeah, it is definitely very video game adjacent. I've played a couple of the Backrooms games, fan games that have been made.
okay.
It's always really intriguing. Just as a concept overall. So translates to a video game really well. So I'm just excited for this in general.
Yeah, we just had to bring it
Um,
up because,
Yeah.
my gosh, this is,
There's no avoiding talking about this movie. Come on, man.
yeah, it's internet horror. Like, that's where I live. Liminal spaces, analog. Oh,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just give me more, please.
please.
Now, I think, Ben, we gotta rock and roll into the real meat and potatoes of where we're going here with the Triple I Initiative showcase.
It's time.
I think it's time, man. My goodness, going into this, I had just kind of middle ground expectations of, like, this is where we've gotten a lot of great reveals. I didn't really know anything going into this
Mhm.
of like kind of what we knew other than Windrose. So let's just dive into it. We started out with RPG Alabaster Dawn. I don't know if that looked intriguing to you at all, Ben.
Are we going in chronological order? Because Alabaster Dawn was much later.
I,
Are you looking at an
see,
alphabetized list?
I'm not really. I did pull up alphabetized list
Okay.
just to kind of keep myself organized and didn't even think about that.
You're good. You're good.
But also my notes are a little disgruntled
Okay.
because let's just say I didn't originally. So I didn't originally take notes as
Yeah.
as I explained to you while watching it. I just kind of let it ride out.
Mm-hmm.
And then we dove into it again, and I just kind of bounced between the ones that were kind of like forefront of like, I have to go back to this right now because these thoughts are like pressing me right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple that we'll get into in a little bit that, my goodness, Ben, I think we've already chatted about a little bit. But how'd you feel about this one?
Alabaster, whatever. Alabaster Dawn.
I guess that does tell me how you feel. That's kind of what I was expecting.
No. I thought it looked pretty cool. Not something I'll probably be playing, but I liked it described as a world reviving RPG. I think that could
That's
be
fair, yeah.
pretty cool. If the Witness Society develop aspect of the game is really fleshed out, that could be neat. Like,
It definitely seems intriguing. I don't know how it'll play out, in the long run. So it does seem intriguing. It doesn't seem like something that I'm gonna really grab or dive into unless I'm hearing that this is like kind of a standout. There's just so many things coming out, and so many games to get to right now that as much as I do love a really intriguing kind of pixelated RPG, it just this might just have to fall into backlog moment for me.
yeah, definitely. And from there, I'm going in chronological order because
That's
that's
fair.
how my
keep
notes are laid
keep you
out.
organized.
So we started
will-
off the show.
I will bounce and try to make it a chronological for you.
No worries. So the show was kicked off with "Prove You're Human."
Yes.
My first note on that was "What the helly?" Because
I
what the helly?
What? Yeah. What was I looking at?
I don't know. There was a big robot face, and like I want to describe the games for people listening, and I don't really know how
I
to.
have something for the face. Think if you're thinking think Portal GLaDOS, but with a terrifying, like, uncanny valley mannequin face on it.
Yeah, there you go. Uh,
That's kind of how I would describe that one.
but what is gameplay? Like,
I don't think we got any way to even remotely know that answer, Ben.
my next
This was
note.
a trippy as heck.
Yeah, my next note was capture the game.
Yeah, that there's a lot of CAPTCHA showing up.
Yeah,
What was happening there?
I don't know, but I'm here for it. It looked so bizarre, and
It looks really wacky.
yeah, and I love how weird it looks. So
Heck yeah.
that's made my list.
Dude, that's actually really intriguing. I did not really pinpoint that one as hard. However, I don't know, man. That the face was really unsettling for me.
I know, and I liked
So
that.
that might be the draw for me. Is just it's so unsettling that I might just dive into it.
Yeah, at some point, definitely.
Now, I, correct me if I'm wrong. I think I'm gonna go in order now. Alka Heist.
Yeah,
Okay. To describe what I picked up off this game, first person action RPG,
yeah, seems
which
that
is
way.
really intriguing.
Yeah, I thought combat and enemies looked kind of generic, but there was a big focus, at least from what I picked up, on environmental interactions,
Yeah.
and that looks pretty sweet. Like,
I 100% agree with you, and I think the enemy variety is where I had a lot of issue too. They all kind of looked like the same ogre goblin-esque kind of
yeah,
creature,
little goblin guys.
which is it's okay. It's just didn't spark too much of like, ooh, like I wonder what else we're gonna see. It was kind of just okay, cool. Um, However, I will say, while generic, I think that the kind of more Souls-like esque direction that it seems like this might take could be really intriguing in first person.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we'll see how that plays out. But visually, it looks really nice as well.
Yeah, I thought it looked pretty nice. And when I'm talking about environmental interactions, I just want to circle back.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there's a lot of games where you can push an enemy in a hole or whatever, but it seems to be really focusing on that because, like, I feel like someone could go watch the trailer and be like, "What was special about that?" Like,
Ben, when you put it like that, now all I want to do is push these enemies into holes in this game. If that is an option, that's the only combat I want to do.
There is a sequence where someone is pushed in a hole. So,
I'm just saying, if you give me the option to push people in holes, I'm pushing people in holes.
yeah, exactly. Like you get it. The girls who get it get it.
Amen. You know, sometimes you just got to push things in holes.
Yeah. Next game, Lost Railway, new 2D quota horror game.
Yeah.
So more Lethal Company-esque friend slop.
I understand we have a lot of this. Just let's preface it with that. We have a lot of this genre of Lethal Company-esque games. However, you said something right there. 2D.
Yeah. It looks really unique in that way. I was sold on this when they showed a frog with a handgun.
Yes. Yep.
That's what got me.
It was more of like all the characters kind of got me, like the mix of just these adorable little creatures going through and trying to meet this quota. But also, I think the biggest draw for me right now is seeing a Lethal Company style game but 2D.
Yeah.
I want to know how that plays out.
Me too. I'm excited to see it. I hope it works out well.
Heck
There were
yeah.
fun little teases in the trailer. One thing I wanted to bring up is there's a respawning sequence for, I think it was a rabbit. Your
Yes.
woodland critters. But when the rabbit respawns, it had like a bunch of tentacles. So
I wanna understand what the tentacle moment is, but
yeah,
also
are there
don't spoil
mutations?
this is one of those things. Use that to your advantage and don't spoil it at all.
Yeah.
I think the marketing behind that might actually be a really cool pull.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'll just brush on this super quick before I dive into the next thing. But Cairn
Karen?
is, I
Yep.
think, how you pronounce it.
Mm-hmm.
Got a free on the trail DLC. I think it was what it was called, right?
Something like that. I have not
Um,
played Karen yet. It is on my list. I've heard fantastic things about it.
heck yeah. I don't know when I'm gonna get the time, but I'm going to dive into that game no
Someday.
matter what. I love climbing games for some reason. I've noticed a theme of that lately.
Okay.
There's a lot of climbing games that I enjoy, even when they come to rage climbing games, like getting over it. Something about that. Don't know why I enjoy it, but I do. However, I talked about previously how Super Meat Boy makes me want to like smash my head into a wall.
Fair.
But seems interesting. If anybody's interested in that, that'll be coming out in the summer. But the big thing that made me just drop jaw moment, Castlevania Belmont's Curse.
Yeah. We got more on that.
Oh my gosh, Ben. Come on. This is this has to be one of the most gorgeous games I have seen in a while. There is something about this art style and the way that it is animated and moving. I love the look of this.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not as big on the art style as you, but I do think it looks nice. So I'm
I
not
don't
trying
know
to
what it
detract
is.
from that.
No, I there's something about it that's just really tickling an itch for me. And it's also very bright but
Mhm.
dark at the same time, so it's getting this very like vibrant yet grim feeling
Mhm.
with kind of the color coding and the shading. So I think that's really doing it for me. Um, this looks so good. The gameplay looks so smooth, Ben.
It does. And I'm kind of a history nerd, so I love the ties to French culture because the game takes place in France. That was
Yes.
revealed. I don't think it was revealed previously.
No,
Uh
no, I think that was brand new information if I remember correctly
yeah.
for us.
And the incorporation, yeah, just for you and me. The incorporation of historic characters like Joan of Arc was in the trailer. Like,
Dude,
what?
come on.
I'm here
What
for
are
it.
you doing there?
Yeah.
What are
No,
you doing in Castlevania?
you belong there.
This is where I want you.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so excited for this game.
Me too. Me too. I'm
I
really looking forward to it.
That's all I got to say for it. Just go check this trailer out. It is so worth it. Go check out the developer talk right after. They just kind of break into a little bit more detail of kind of the what they were showing. Really, there's nothing too crazy we've gotten to learn yet, but I'm ready. This is a day one for me. So
Nice. Next, we had a game called Spacecraft.
I got thrown off by that name.
Yeah. I didn't really think about it until I just looked at it here on my document. Spacecraft.
For about 2 seconds, my brain said spacecraft remake.
Yeah, no, it looks like a Satisfactory Factorio kind of game. If anyone listening has ever played those, it's I don't even
Like
know.
base building, machine connection kind of.
Yeah,
Uh,
efficiency. Gotta build your conveyor belts.
yeah, survival as well, of course. On top of that,
Of course, because
um,
everything is survival.
I like it, dude. I feel like it's inescapable right now.
Hmm.
I feel like for every one different game, we're getting like 7 survival games.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like the friend swap thing. It's popping, and
Yeah.
people are trying to capitalize on that. And more power to them. Bring something unique to the table. I'm more than happy to dive into it.
Heck yeah.
And I know like that management sort of game, when talking about it previously, comparing it to Satisfactory and Factorio, might have came across as condescending or like dismissing, but I love those games.
Oh
So
yeah.
I will not be playing Spacecraft because I will lose all my time to trying to build the most efficient little space factory I can.
Oh yeah, that's completely fair. I just my brain has hit a point where I really got to be in the mood for that kind of game when I play it, and I just don't have the time to sink into that
Oh,
for those
brother.
moments right now.
You should play some
However,
Satisfactory.
oh, see, now you're getting me. Now you're getting me on it, and I can't say no to that, man. It is such a good game.
I'm going to continue right into Rift of the Necrodancer collaboration with Undertale.
Yeah.
That's
What happened here?
I don't know, but it's awesome.
Heck yeah.
I have never played Rift of the Necrodancer. I played Crypt, great rhythm games, and Undertale's soundtrack bangs
Oh
for no
yeah.
reason.
It's just ridiculously good for who knows why.
Yeah, yeah. This is just a great collab. I'm glad it worked out for them, and it's available now.
Yeah, go check that out if that's something that you are interested in. Um, let's keep it rolling, dude, because this is great. Thick as Thieves, Ben,
Yeah.
PvPvE
No.
stealth game.
Nope.
No?
Nope. No longer PvPvE. Uh, so
Whoa,
it
when did
was.
that change?
If you give me 2 seconds, I can pull up the dev notes because they showed this game at Triple I, obviously, because we're talking about it.
Yeah.
But as they were showing it, I was like, I've seen this before. Where did I see this? And it was revealed at the Game Awards in 2024.
Yep.
And as of April 2nd of this year, they announced that it is no longer PvP. It's just
Oh,
PvE co op.
intriguing. I never even heard that.
Yeah, me neither, because I was very confused because, like I said, I remembered seeing it at the Game Awards a few years back.
Oh yeah.
And in this trailer, there was no mention of that PvP aspect, which
Wow.
I really like. Like PvPvE seemed like too much to me for this kind of game.
That's fair.
Uh, I'm still not particularly interested in it. Like, I don't think it looks bad by any means. I just don't know if I'll put a ton of time into it.
Oh yeah. I think one of my draws is it kind of looked inspired from Thief and Dishonored
Yeah.
with its combat and its gameplay, and man, you give me those two games as inspiration and you kind of got me.
Yeah.
So I'm really intrigued to see how that feels,
hmm
and if maybe this can kind of be like an interesting spiritual successor to those games. So it's on my radar. It has a release date for May 20th right now.
hmm
And I'm definitely gonna at least check it out and see kind of what the deal is. And now that it's not PvPvE, maybe that's gonna work towards its benefit, or maybe it could work towards its detriment. So I
Yeah.
guess we'll see.
I feel like it'll work towards benefit, especially because the reasoning the developers gave for pivoting away from that PvP aspect is they were having way more fun playing the game in solo or co-op.
That makes a lot of sense. And in that case, I am all for it.
Yeah.
Because in the name of fun, hell yeah.
Yep. And when this game was revealed in 2024, I was like, I'm good. And
Yeah.
after that trailer and that little update,
It looked really interesting.
I'm a little more on board because I don't
Heck
want to
yeah.
get stomped by people online because I'm bad at video games.
Yeah, that's a factor I wasn't really thinking about.
That's all I think about. My social anxiety.
Amen. Amen. You know what'll help you with your social anxiety?
Rebuilding Rome.
Heck yeah, buddy.
Yep. Next game revealed was, or I don't know, we got a trailer for it. I didn't look up when these games were revealed.
I have never heard of it before or heard of a reveal of it. I will look into that as you chat about the game.
Yeah, Rome said. It looks like a neat little game where you're rebuilding Rome, so it has that kind of. I don't know if it's really life sim. Would you say it's life sim? Andrew's gone.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I was completely zoned out looking at this.
No, you're good. I could see you, but no one was home.
April 9th
Okay, so
is when this comes out.
Comes out?
So, released for early access.
Okay.
And I think that's the only other news that we've heard of it.
Okay. Would you describe this as life sim? I mean, it has that sort of vibe of...
That's difficult. I would say yeah.
Yeah, life sim, and there's also like...
It kind of...
Zombie combat.
You know what I was thinking is... if you gave me Stardew Valley, but gave me the the combat of the caves times 10 outside.
Yeah.
That's kind of the feeling I was getting. Like combat way more on the forefront, but still that kind of life sim building everything up adventure. I could be wrong. I am intrigued by the look of the game. I don't know if I'm going to have time for this game.
I also just popped open the Steam page. So release date here is May 26th, so next month.
Yeah.
1 to 8 players.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That changes the game too. Why didn't they highlight that in the trailer?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
That's a phenomenal thing to highlight.
Yeah, I was just shocked.
Wow. Okay. Well, if you have some friends and you're interested in Romestead,
yeah,
boy, oh boy, go rebuild Rome in that case.
Yeah. And then we got
now.
Oh, you can go ahead.
Friends, man. Super Battle Golf.
Dude, I want to play this game, but I just haven't got around to it yet.
I want to play it so bad. And now it's coming to PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and Switch 2 this summer.
Yeah, we need to like force some people from the Discord to buy this game.
So we gotta get somebody in here to play this. Yeah, I know we can probably get Jeremy on board pretty easy, but
of course
we gotta find some people to get in there because this looks like a chaotic, just heck of a time.
Yeah, I keep seeing footage for it, and I'm like, man, I need people to play this with.
I just want to shoot some golf and shoot my friends, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I live my life.
Now, yeah, you take the next one, please.
Yeah, I don't really know how to fully dive into this other than Frostrail.
Yep.
Is the next up, and it is I think open world survival game. It looked like where, of course, rail is in the name, so this should give you your context clue here. You get to ride a train, which is super fun. Kind of reminds me of Choo Choo Charles in a way. Don't know if anybody knows that game, but shout out to that game. So it was like monsters, like horde-esque level, it seemed like, chasing after you. You're, once again, crafting, surviving, the more of that survival open world game. However, freezing cold and zombies?
Yeah, freezing cold, upgrading your train. I don't know if they're zombies. They almost look like weird plant monsters, which
I couldn't interpret which way I should go with it, so I just went zombies.
Yeah,
but...
close enough. Yeah, this game looks janky as hell, and I love that.
That is one of the big things. It looks really janky, and
like I'm sure it plays great, but it's giving me like Gary's Mod sort of vibe.
Yeah,
from the look. Yeah,
and we have a theme of loving those games to a very large degree. So I guess we'll see how this one comes out. I think it kicks off on April 16th, if I remember correctly.
coming soon to
or at
early
least
access. We
playtest?
don't have a date for early access, but planned release is quarter 4 of this year.
Okay. Where did I get the April 16th in my notes?
You might have got
I'll have
it.
to look into that.
Yeah, maybe that's when the early access goes up.
I was looking into this game a little bit because it did catch my eye.
Yeah,
It does
fair.
seem very intriguing. I don't know if once again more survival co-op FPS. I don't know if we need even more of that.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, so next one was a game called Crop. Uh, Somehow we've gotten 2 spooky life sims revealed in the last couple
How,
weeks.
how is this happening?
I don't know. Uh, Sorry, I'm trying to remember the name of the other one. That's what I'm looking for right this second.
Oh no, yeah, you're all good.
Grave Seasons, that's what it is. I wrote Grave
Oh
Encounters, and
yeah,
that's a movie. And I knew that.
yeah,
Um, Grave Seasons was announced at the Xbox partner preview or whatever they called it.
yes.
But yeah, another sort of spooky little life game, you know. You're planting your
Heck yeah.
crops, but there's also monsters. And like I don't know. I
It,
like the genre didn't really exist 2 weeks ago for me. And now we got 2 games.
yeah, the creepy life sim of it is not something that I've seen explored as much. Of course, I have talked endlessly about how much I love my life sims like Animal Crossing, Pokopia, Stardew Valley, stuff like that.
Yeah.
This is right up my alley,
Mm-hmm.
and it's creepy and unsettling, and I think I'm gonna check it out because the pigs. That's all
Pigs.
I gotta say.
Pigs.
Pigs and corpses. Come on,
And pig corpses.
and pig corpses. So you got the triple threat here.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I will check this out as well, probably. Uh Still think I have Grave Encounters a little above it, but I'm not trying to talk down on Crop. I just prefer the
No,
art
yeah.
style of the other one.
So, moving right into the next bizarre game,
Let's go.
Machine Party from the creators of Buckshot Roulette.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna just Saw.
Saw. You say Saw. I say grotesque Mario Party.
Or that. See, both of those things are apt descriptions of what this game is
Yep.
already right off the bat. I can just tell you that.
Yeah, no, it looks like a horrific party game. I don't know. Buckshot Roulette was a thing that had a big moment and it deserved it.
Yeah,
And I'm
it
very
definitely
excited to play some
it
Machine
definitely
Party.
did. And this looks very intriguing.
Yeah.
So I guess we will definitely kind of see how this plays out.
Yeah.
Now, we got a very, very big one up here next, Ben, and we have a very special guest to come in and talk to us about it. So let's dive into Windrose with special guest Jeremy. Jeremy, it is a pleasure to have you here. For everybody, a really quick intro with Jeremy. Jeremy and I have been friends for, what is it, like 13, 14 years, something like that now, going on, ever since we were little kids.
Yeah,
Um,
pretty much we met in middle school.
yeah, it
So.
feels like forever ago now. But Jeremy is kind of our Windrose correspondent here, and we're gonna dive into what we've seen, what we've played, and just our quick little thoughts on Windrose. Jeremy,
Hi, Jeremy.
Hi.
I'm gonna let you lead the way. What are you feeling after seeing kind of what we were shown at the event? How are you feeling with what you've played? Give us the rundown from our professional Windrose player.
So developers of the game are very spoken about what their plans are in the future. I had a list. Like they have plans for uh, even more players to be able to join servers, so you could have up to 8 players on a world instead of 4. So they
Oh,
want to
intriguing.
expand that as well. Um,
Okay.
there's more weapons being included into it. I believe people have been seeing a blunderbuss
Oh,
in
Yes.
give me
in
a
the game
blunderbuss.
in the gameplay. That they
We'll take
put in.
Blackbeard down with the blunderbuss, Jeremy.
And by far the best part about the game, even in the demo, um, was by far the building, because it has the ability to, when you're placing items, it shows up like a invisible but not really invisible block that you can extend out, and
Yeah.
it makes the building a lot easier and faster instead of
Heck yeah.
placing one thing at a time.
There's also a lot of freedom with how you can build in the game, which is
Yeah,
really, really cool. Building, I feel like, is probably what I spent the most time doing in my my time in Windrose. I know
In
that
our demo
differs.
time, it was.
I know that differs with you guys. You guys are off doing other things, but I always get caught in
yeah.
building.
I got caught up a lot in the quest. Um, Personally for me, uh, it's really interesting, and I'm want to learn more. They showed up, I believe, in the most recent thing. They said there's 3 biomes that are gonna
Oh
be
wow.
in the
Wow.
start of early access. Um,
Which comes out ridiculously soon.
yeah, and of course it's gonna be the maybe add more in the future. Who knows? The
I
uh
I wouldn't be surprised if
yeah
they have some content planned out here. This
um
definitely looks like they've been putting a lot into the game. From what we saw in the newest trailer at this event, Ben, I know we had at least chatted a little bit off pod, kind of about our thoughts of the game in general, but it's been pretty great, and the trailer just showed a lot more of that intriguing pirate survival adventure. How are you feeling about it, Ben?
Um, as seems to be a theme with this episode, it's another crafting game,
Man,
which is that's going to be my new catchphrase. Put it on t-shirts. Um, no,
catch
but
it on the chumpany.store.com. Not actually,
yeah,
not a thing.
we don't own that. Someone in China does now.
Oh
Um,
crap.
but um, yeah, no, this game is pretty cool. I dig pirate games. I'm not super big into the survival crafting scene, but I did have fun playing the demo with you guys. And I wanted to give props to the developer because I don't know if you recall the first time we played this demo
Oh boy,
a
Ben.
few months
Well,
ago, and it
yeah
was it was
if you want to
really
dive into that
rough.
experience, man.
Well, I'm just saying it was really bad. Like we kept getting kicked from the servers we were creating. We could play like 10 minutes. We played it again the other night in preparation for this conversation, and a million times smoother. Like I
Way,
was so
way
happy.
smoother.
yeah
Heck
Yeah.
yeah,
So
dude.
shout out them.
yeah shout out to them. And um yeah, the already they put in, I know I was like, I have quite a bit of hours in it already. They already put out an update for the demo that I think fix some of those issues that we were having.
Yeah, I mean, it was a notable improvement.
Yeah.
I was very, very thrilled to actually be able to experience the game with you guys. because that first time was really a frustrating
Yeah,
experience, but
it
it
still
rebounded
has
really well.
things to improve on. I know I've
100%.
seen people having issues uh, dropping items when they're on the boat that you get later on.
I have a
Um,
feeling that might be a
yeah,
persistent problem.
I feel like that might be a persistent problem. Yeah. I think there was like other issues as well. I can't remember
Mm.
exactly what they were, but they got they got some time. They said that they were thinking about it's gonna be like a 1.5 to 2.5 year process until the game's fully completed.
The
Basically,
1.0.
yeah,
Yeah, sounds like a pretty good track, honestly. It gives them a lot of time to be able to get their feedback. That this is why we have early access phase so that they can
mm-hmm.
continue to build it out with the
Yeah,
support and also the notes from the community.
Hmm.
Um, my one big note over our time in Windrose and all of the footage I've been going over with the gameplay reveals, like IGN has 15 minutes of gameplay. Of course, all of these trailers showing more gameplay. Um,
yeah,
Combat is a little lacking, in my opinion.
yeah.
It feels a
That's
little sluggish. It
another thing
feels
they
a
said that
little.
they're going to work on as well.
Yeah, I'm glad that they've been very responsive with it because that's been the one gripe that I've had that kind of holds me back, and that's why like the building, I'm diving so far into it and the exploration, I
Yeah,
love it, and the crafting survival of it, I'm just going at it, but the action, I mean, I'm dying to boars every two
yeah.
seconds. I
That
literally get two shot by a boar, and
it's
I
even
I
worse with the IGN gameplay that I saw today. There's goats and
yeah,
wolves and
that's some
musketeers. I
rough
don't know.
combat.
There's a lot of enemies.
However, you noting that, you've heard the developers talk about wanting to actually kind of approach that is really cool to hear. I'm really excited to
Yeah,
see how they
they're
do that.
they're already one big thing people were saying. I personally like on it. I'd rather have a fleet of people with me, but they're
Hmm.
making it so that if you're on a ship, one person can steal it and another person can control the cannons. That's one feature that they put in after people's
That's
suggestions and stuff. So
that's actually really sick. I
yeah,
like that because especially like if we're all together and running out on this big ship, the being able to kind of like call out like that is exactly what I want, and
yeah,
giving me that pirate life, you know.
yeah. But
One thing I
I
really
just
like
like
about this from the demo
yeah,
is while it is a survival crafting game, and those tend to be very limited in scope of what you can do, this game does not hold you back from attempting to do stupid things, which is what I try to do in video games.
And boy, do we have some memories of that over in our live stream that we had run the other day. 'Cause,
I
Yeah,
did not
man,
even
Blackbeard's gonna get it, man.
think
he's
that
going to one of
was
these days.
flipping possible.
For those who
It,
don't know, I jumped off a dinghy onto a big pirate ship. Like, I don't think you're supposed to be able to do it, but it
and
let me, and that's what I love.
those are the kinds of things like you don't expect to find it, and when you do find it, it's like, let's go.
I'm here to try to break your
I'm
game.
just over
When
here
it lets me, I love it.
cheesing balls and you're jumping off of
Yeah.
So
dinghies onto massive vessels.
One man army.
So I know that this is definitely a day one on early access for you, Jeremy. I know we've
Yes.
talked a good amount about that. Ben, I know we've chatted a little bit. We have a lot coming up. Um, I don't think either of us are gonna have the time to jump into Windrose. I'm gonna
Not
be
immediately.
my eyes on it,
No, me too.
and I think that there is a very close to 100% probability I am coming back for this game. And when I do, boy, oh boy, be ready.
Oh, I'll drag
Yeah, I
you
agree.
back.
Drag you back.
I expect nothing less. Jeremy, with that, we really appreciate you being here and taking the time to chat Windrose with us as our, like we said, expert in all things Windrose. This is a really cool opportunity that we had been chatting about for a while, and we are so happy that we got to bring you on. One thing that we just want to highlight is that for anybody else who wants to kind of be able to contribute, go ahead and reach out. We have a recommendations tab on the Discord where you can kind of reach out with your thoughts on what Ben and I should kind of talk about, and we always want to find ways to integrate all of you into the pod with us. And this has been super cool, Jeremy. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, and I'll be in streams with you guys.
Oh
once in a
yes,
while, if I don't fall
and
asleep.
touche. That's true. That's true. Now, with that, Ben, let's rock and roll.
Over the hill?
Over the hill.
Yeah, this looks like a pretty chill experience. Gameplay is you're driving cars traversing the terrain of Algeria. It looks like a grounded and realistic version of an RV There Yet, which is another friend swap
Yes.
game.
It looked great. It looked pretty. I don't know if I'll dive into this one.
Yeah, probably not. Also, I'm curious
However,
to see where it goes based on that trailer, because
yeah.
they're like digging up a meteor.
Yeah, like there's some interesting, wacky things happening that I want to know more about. I don't know if it's really kind of gonna pull me in. But if you're looking for something kind of more, it seems laid back and explory-esque, that is kind of how I would describe that.
Mm-hmm.
Just go check out the trailer for that. Let's bounce and rock and roll. Star Seeker Astroneer Expeditions. I
Yeah.
did not have a new Astroneer game on my bingo card this year, Ben.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, I'm not super familiar with Astroneers.
I spent a decent bit of time in it, not like a crazy amount of time, mostly with a couple of my college buddies. Very fun game, very in-depth game. There's a lot to do, a lot to explore, a lot of fun to have. I'm intrigued with how this is going to kind of unfold, because it is more of like a co-op, mission expedition based, it seemed like, as opposed to Astroneer was very like survival, kind of like crafting game. So I'm intrigued where that split's going to come into play.
Okay. Yeah, no, I appreciate your perspective on it, because just watching the trailer, I wasn't particularly invested in it, but
yeah. It still has the beautiful art style of Astroneer that I adore so much. So it still looks amazing. It seems intriguing. We'll see how that kind of goes. But yeah, not what I was expecting, but Starseeker Astroneer Expeditions. Here we are. You can sign up for the beta now on their website.
Yeah. From beautiful space vistas to a dingy convenience store.
My favorite shift. Come on.
Yeah. Next game is Shift at Midnight. Another co-op experience, so it seems, where you and your friends are running a convenience store, trying to identify, I guess, non-humans and take them out before they get you.
And don't forget, Ben, you must meet your quota.
Is there a quota in this game too?
I'm pretty sure there is a quota from the gameplay that I think I remember seeing.
No, I didn't catch that.
If there is, I swear to God, man. we're eating on quota games, apparently.
Invest now in quota games.
I mean, now's the time to do it, my man.
Might be too late.
Yes, there is a daily quota.
Lordy.
I just verified that.
I don't have a problem with quota games. It's just so many.
Yeah, I feel like this one could have stood on its own without the quota, but
Yeah, just
also
running
I
the
haven't
little
played
business. Yeah, but we will be soon.
it yet. Go check out the streams for that. Just keep your eye on YouTube and Twitch, and also if you hop into the Discord, we notify on there as well when we
Remember.
dot.
Yeah.
Next up, Ben, Dead as Disco.
Dead as Disco. I think this looks
So-
pretty cool.
This was groovy as all crap, dude.
Yeah.
Like a nice little groovy combo weaving beat 'em up game. Sign
Yeah.
me up.
Yeah, with rhythm aspects.
Yeah.
The fights are choreographed to whatever music's playing. It seems like you can import your own tracks, which is pretty
Dude.
sick.
So, I mean, I love rhythm games,
Mhm.
and this seems really intriguing to throw kind of like that rhythm game style into a fighting game like this. Well, not really fighting, I would say, but more like combo wielding
Yeah.
game.
Combating.
I'm intrigued. I'll definitely be looking more into it. It's not going to be a day one for me, but it comes into early access on May 5th, so we will have answers very soon on this game.
Yeah. Rolling right off of that, we got a new DLC for Barotrauma. I know nothing about this game.
Honestly, Ben, I've never even heard of it.
Same here. But after the trailer, I pulled it up on Steam, and it's sitting at an overwhelmingly positive with 27,000 reviews.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is once again another co-op game, so like it's 2D submarine
Mm-hmm.
sim, basically, is what it looks like.
Yep.
And of course, I'm assuming you're going through and kind of like upgrading your sub and as you progress. So
Yeah, it seems like a fun little kind of settlement management style game. It has the same sort of aspect as what was that little Fallout mobile game?
oh, Fallout Shelter.
Yeah, that one.
I spent
That-
more time than I'd like to admit in that game.
Yeah. So that was the vibe I immediately got. But I kind of dig this.
Yeah, heck yeah. It looks intriguing. I think I'd be down to test it out with you. See kind of how we like it if you want. I don't know though. I didn't get to form enough of opinion on it, so I'm intrigued. And if I have a co-op, of course, I'd be down to jump into it and try to give it a shot.
Yeah, just looking at my friends on Steam who have played it, and they all have over 80 hours in the game.
Okay,
So
that's high praise. I know the friends that you have on Steam, so
yeah. But also that makes me kind of not want to touch it because I don't have
Yeah.
that time.
where are we getting that time?
Yeah.
Speaking of time, this is a sequel that people have been waiting for, from what I heard. I have no clue about this game, but it's called Lost Castle 2, co-op adventure game.
Yeah.
Was kind of giving me Castle Crashers-esque vibes.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wrote in my notes. But
Like,
before they revealed the title, I was like, "Oh, new Castle Crashers kind of game, co-op beat 'em up." And then they showed the title, and I was like, "What was the first game?"
yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, this looks really intriguing. Oh, kind of like Castle Crashers style coming back. Wait, there was a game before this?
Yeah.
Huh? Really intriguing. I want to look into the first one a little bit more because I'm intrigued. But June 11th, this one comes out. If you've been waiting for it, here it is. if you're just hearing about it. Co-op adventure, like I said, Castle Crashers-esque gameplay. Go check the trailer out. And however, the next game, Ben.
Sledding game.
Come on.
Dude, I
Come
don't know
on.
what this is. It's kind of sandboxy, like for people who are wondering and want a description. You just play as frogs sledding down a ski slope, but you can
Listen.
do other stuff.
Listen. All you had to say was frog and sled, and I'm sold. So the
Yeah.
fact that there's even more stuff to it that the developer ends up talking about in the trailer in a funny kind of, silly, just kind of, this is what my game is. Here you
Yeah.
go. I hope you like it.
Yeah, it's being
Way,
developed
it was-
by the Sledding Corporation. Like
Big
this looks
sled.
awesome.
Big sled trying to get us all to sled down the mountain.
Big sled.
This looks amazing. This looks so much fun. You and I are going to be trying this out on stream. It's a guarantee.
Yeah, once again,
This-
the demo's out now. We're going to be playing it.
Go check it out if you're intrigued and you have some friends that you want to go just kind of hang out and do a chill time with. That's what this seems like, which is really cool. I love games that I just get to go and have a fun, wacky time with friends, kind of like the Frog Squad game that we were just recently playing, except that has a little bit more high stress to it.
Yeah. And I also want to say I stand corrected. This game, you do not just play as frogs. You can be various animals.
No way. I
Yeah.
only picked up on Frog, but that's probably because Frog Squad is very fresh on my mind.
Yep. No, there are bears, foxes, a panda. I'm watching the trailer.
Dude, give me all of them. Give me
Yeah,
all of
yeah.
those animals. And there's customization.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Silly little hats.
Silly little hats and scarves. Don't forget the
Don't
scarves.
forget the scarves.
Ben, once again, we're going to dive into Cozy Crafting Game number 859.
Okay. Let's pump the brakes a little bit.
all jokes aside, Solar Punk. This, like I said, cozy crafting game, but steampunk.
Nope, it's not steampunk. It's solar punk. It's a different genre.
Okay, listen.
No, there's so many crafting games. That is my first note. But I kind of dig this one because solar
I was
punk.
about to say.
Yeah, solar punk is a much more optimistic outlook on the future, as opposed
Yeah.
to every other form of punk.
It's bright. It's happy. You're going. There's multiple floating islands you get to go around to, which looked really, really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll have the time for it. I'm gonna make the time for it.
We'll make the time for the demo. I can promise you that.
Amen. However, we all know where I stand on cozy games, so
Yeah.
I think it might end up being inevitable.
Yeah, no, and I love cozy games. I just can't do it, man.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You know what I can do?
Survive.
Injecting even more Warhammer 40k into my bones.
Yes.
Warhammer Survivors, Ben.
It looks.
Did you expect this?
The game? I
Yeah.
believe it was announced previously. Let me verify that. I knew it was coming.
I missed that.
I'm either a prophet or it was announced previously.
Ben, the prophet has arrived.
Yeah.
Listen, this is, of course, for anybody who doesn't know Vampire Survivors, which I am unsure how, with just how much this game that game has, lived on in the gaming industry.
Mhm.
But the bullet heaven, you are building up your character and trying to become basically an unkillable machine, just murdering endless waves and waves of enemies.
Mhm.
However, throw in Warhammer 40k.
Yeah. So it was announced November of last year. That's where I
I
saw
don't
it.
know how I missed that, but my goodness, this was such a cool moment for me.
Yeah. No, I agree. I love Vampire Survivors. I am a fan of the Warhammer universe, not as much as some. But uh, no, I am looking forward to this. And I'm also very excited because I don't know if you ever played Warhammer 40k Bolt Gun.
I have not. I've seen it, but I have
You
never touched it.
definitely should. Same developer for this game, though, for Survivors. Uh,
Okay.
and we have a bolt gun sequel allegedly coming this year, but that's a great little boomer shooter.
Intriguing. I will definitely be checking that out now.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you like Vampire Survivors, if you like Warhammer 40k, go check this out. This looks so good.
It looks so good.
This is like, come on, man. You just going around just slaying a bunch of orcs. It's a good time.
Yeah. So then the next game, you put me on the spot by stealing, like going out of order and choosing the game you like, but it's okay.
I know.
No, it's fair. Everwind is getting a new update this May.
Yeah.
I don't know what Everwind is.
No clue.
But it's another resource gathering crafting game. Looks kind of pretty. I'm
And
looking at it on Steam right now.
yeah, no, like visuals were great.
Yo, they got dinosaurs.
I've never even heard of the game as well. So like for me, this was kind of just I'm seeing this for the first time.
Oh, it just came out.
Oh, okay. So then this is a lot of new content coming next month, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
Intriguing. However, I don't know if it caught me enough to kind of pull me away for May.
Yeah, same here. Like I think it actually looks kind of cool. I'm watching the trailer now.
Yeah, I definitely kind of want to go back and maybe revisit it at a later point.
Yeah,
But it definitely seems intriguing, and the visuals of it are really what's doing it for me.
yeah, and just kind of like showing how this game works. It is sort of like that. Like I said, gathering resources, crafting, looting. But you build your base actually on a flying ship, kind of like that solar punk aspect.
Yep.
But you travel from floating island to floating island. And that's kind of cool.
Heck yeah. Now, Ben,
Yes.
this next one
Take it away.
absolutely knocked my freaking socks off when I heard about it, and it popped up on my screen.
Okay.
Away team. Oxygen not included.
Okay.
Another new game?
So I am so very out of the loop, but you were very excited about it, so I wanted to talk to you. I don't
Okay.
know what this is.
Oxygen not included is a massive resource management base building think the intensity of Kerbal Space Program level constructing things and setting them up together and creating systems and stuff like that,
Oh no, Andrew.
but on a base and trying to make your people survive, give them oxygen, food, stuff like that. I don't know how to describe it well. Ben, if I tell you to go look at this game, you are going to buy the game and to lose your time.
Oh no, I am looking at it.
I don't think you should have done that, man.
There's a sweet sale going on Steam right now too. Going to the 23rd. If you haven't played this, you can get this game for $7.50.
If you haven't played it, go do that. Go do that. If that is something that you want, if you want that more really you really have to think through the process of building up this base and building up the world and stuff like that, do this. Away team, I was not expecting, and it's you and another person. I don't know if it's going to be more than just 2-player co-op or not. I think it's just 2-player co-op, but we'll see. And it looks like a really new, intriguing way to experience Oxygen Not Included, because having another person there would be very helpful.
Okay.
Very helpful.
Yeah, in my notes
I've
I
spent
wrote, where was it? Because you were a little bit ahead of me watching this showcase.
yes, yeah.
And I wrote, I have no idea what the original game is, but I have a feeling I'm going to be dragged into checking this out based on my co-host's reaction.
Yep. And now you understand.
I do.
And Ben, I'm not even gonna apologize.
You don't have to.
This is a game that deserves so much love. It's just out of this world good.
Nice, yeah. And I mean,
And the next game looks amazing too. So go check that trailer out.
yeah.
And also sign up for the early access on Steam.
Yeah. Next game is Valor Mortis.
Yes.
France is so hot right now.
Something about France, man. It is the city of love.
It's the Expedition 33 effect. We got Castlevania in France, and now we have this. Looks like a solid little action adventure game. It's giving kind of Dishonored vibes to me, without the stealth aspect, but like gameplay with the incorporation of magic. I don't know if you got that. Yeah. Okay,
that. Cool. It was exactly what I pinpointed. Dishonored. Dishonored. One of my favorite games ever made in the entirety of the universe. This had a very reminiscent style of it. And combat as well looked similar in a lot of ways. This also gave me a very kind of like Souls-esque type combat look to it, it seemed. So this looks so intriguing. I'm gonna check this out in the fall, dude, because you got me on the kind of gothic French style going on. And the combat looks really intriguing with the flintlock pistols, the sabers. Like I said, feels very Dishonored to me.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Now, unless you got anything else on that.
No, I mean, the trailer was good. I want more details.
Yeah, that's kind of the biggest thing I was thinking. I just want to know more.
Mm-hmm.
And rolling into the next game that came out, Long Gone.
You mean The Last of Us Demastered?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was kind of feeling as I was watching it. Is just, this is a 3D pixelated adventure survival game in the zombie apocalypse. And it looks like instead of Ellie, you have a cat. And you're going about doing puzzles and stuff.
I was going to make a joke, but like there was so much discourse about female characters in those games that I don't want to.
Oh, no.
No, I was going to
no, Ben.
No. I'm not one of those people, I promise.
Ben's fallen down the slippery slope.
No, if you complain about Abby, you're dumb.
Amen. Last of Us Part 2 is better than Last of Us Part 1. Fight me on it.
I won't fight you, but I disagree. But I think
I don't know. I just wanted to start the discourse.
Okay.
I love them both pretty.
Where I played
them
in life.
Equally.
Yeah, no, but cat in the zombie game. The cat sold me, and also it looks gorgeous. Like it's a pixel art game, but the lighting is so good.
Yeah, like really, really well done on the lighting.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested. I love my pixely games.
I'm I'm interested. I kind of want to see how the puzzle aspect of it plays out in the actual like exploration side of it. What's keeping you intrigued throughout the gameplay loop?
Mm-hmm.
And as we find out more information on that, I may jump into it sooner or later. I think this is definitely going to be on my list though, just because the pixelated art, it looks so amazing, and also cat companion in the middle of the apocalypse. I mean, my cat Polly is surviving the zombie apocalypse much longer than I am, man. So if there's any companion I want, it's gonna be my cat.
I don't know if mine will.
Hey, don't doubt yours. Come on.
Okay. Next up, we had Temtem Pioneers.
Yeah. I made a comment earlier, Ben.
You did.
Let's rock and roll.
But before we get to that, I just want to add a disclaimer. More crafting.
Yeah.
Endless crafting. You can craft forever.
Just craft anywhere, craft anything. Just craft.
I don't even dislike crafting games. I feel like I'm coming across super negative.
No. I love crafting, survival crafting games. It's just throw some variation at me, please, because this is a lot of survival games coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And
this has
a
fun
variation.
Hook.
This does. Would you like to talk about the hook?
Yeah. So, like I said, it's more crafting, but with totally not Pokemon.
No,
not Pokemon.
How dare you even think about that?
No, I didn't even think about it. I just said it's totally not. Windrose.
No.
Totally not Pokemon. No, I think it looks pretty neat. I enjoyed Pal World when it came out.
It looks intriguing.
Yeah, I think the big gimmick that makes it stand aside, or apart rather, from Pal World is you're able to control the little totally not Pokemon critters.
Yes, that's something that is different. However, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be enough to pull like the people who are playing Pal World away from Pal World.
Are people still playing Pal World?
I'm pretty sure some people are.
I'm sure they are. Pal World's fun.
However, I'm just going to come out and say it. Nintendo, you done screwed up, buddy.
Open the floodgates.
You opened the floodgates, and this is just the beginning.
And I'm here for it.
Oh, heck yeah. Give me more of this, because this is hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, and also, No Man's Sky doing it? Come on. They probably knocked that out of the ballpark.
Yeah. I'll have to check it out eventually when I have time.
100%.
And I'm going to pivot right into Brotato.
Brotato.
Getting a new DLC.
Yeah. I've never played Brotato before.
I have a weird relationship with Brotato. I too have never played it, but I got it. It's in one of my digital libraries. I don't know which one. Okay. I got it for free somewhere. And whenever I'm scrolling through that library, I'm like, what is this? It's just a little potato holding guns.
Like, why are you here?
Yeah, like, what is this game? And I've never played it.
Looks wacky.
Dude, that trailer was actually pretty nice.
That was it. It got me watching it. I've seen Brotato gameplay and stuff like that. I don't know if I'll play it.
Yeah, I haven't. I know
it's
nothing
wacky.
about Brotato, but
it's wacky.
Cinematic trailer, really well animated.
You know what else is really intriguing? Gunslinging.
That was a stretch
Far,
of
far
a pivot,
west.
But yeah, far west.
I mean, you gotta start somewhere. I don't know, man. Far west, co-op horde shooter, but cowboys.
Not just any cowboys. Robot cowboys.
That is fair. This looked fun as all get out, dude.
Yeah.
I love horde shooters.
I do
so
too.
much.
And the trailer specifically said it's fast-paced.
Yes.
It has to
That's
be.
my thing. If you have a horde shooter and it is slow, I'm not gonna be able to get held.
Yeah.
It's just gonna feel like a slog.
Yep.
Having that fast paced action, kind of like that Doom-esque pace to it, is gonna be really intriguing to see. And we will definitely be checking it out. So keep an eye out for that.
Yeah. After that, we got a trailer for. It might have been the reveal trailer for Graveyard Keeper
Yes.
2. And
I've never heard of the first game.
Me neither, but unfortunately, when this episode comes out, it will no longer be available. But the developer is giving the game out for free on Steam right now.
Yeah. What were your thoughts on this? Is this something that you're gonna be jumping into?
Probably not immediately. Did you want to know my actual initial thought?
Oh, I'm so for it.
Not trying to be that guy. Another spooky life sim? That's 3.
Funny how we just talked about that earlier. That's 3 now.
I didn't know the genre existed, and now there's 3.
It exists now, buddy.
Yeah,
We're in it.
Yeah.
Cozy, life sim, zombies, spooky. I'm in.
Yeah. No, I think it looks pretty. Like I said, I think it's cool that the developers are giving the original away for free to check out.
Heck yeah.
Generating hype for the new one.
That
I'll check
epic
it out
way to
eventually,
go about it.
but probably not immediately.
Yeah, heck yeah, dude. And diving into something that I'm gonna check out immediately, and I'm pretty sure you are too. We Were Here Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Dude, come on. Co-op puzzle solving, wacky space sci-fi-esque game. This looks so fun.
Yeah, this looks pretty neat. It gave me real Portal 2 co-op vibes.
Yes, and it's been a long time since I've been able to experience that.
Yeah, the puzzles looked good.
Heck yeah. So keep an eye out for a possible stream on that coming at some point soon.
Yeah, the demo is out now. We'll be checking that out on Twitch and YouTube.
Yeah, we don't know when, but definitely keep an eye out.
Then we had a quick thing I'll cover here. Clover Pit is getting a new DLC.
Yep.
Called Unholy Fusions. I don't know if you ever dived into Clover Pit.
I never did. I saw plenty of it, and I've battled getting it, and just have never actually bit the bullet. It looks intriguing.
It's fun.
I don't know if I have anything else left in me to get another game that I'm gonna get addicted to and not ever shut off. And this seems like one of those games.
It definitely is one of those games for some people. I will say it didn't grab me the way I was anticipating. But I did like it a lot.
Heck yeah.
And the DLC is it available now? Give me 1 second. I believe it is.
I am pretty sure
DLC is out now.
Did launch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So it adds more content to that if you want to increase the content of your slot machine game.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. It's fun.
Ben, I'm gonna, unless you have anything you want to like highlight the next couple, I was just thinking I'll kind of run down a line really quick and just bang them out. Bang.
Yeah, let's do it.
So we got the Lift, which is like a post-apocalyptic world. You're there to fix and repair things. Small scale, massive scale. Seems like a fun handyman game.
Mm-hmm.
PC, Xbox, PlayStation next year. Coming right after that, Alabaster Dawn.
We covered that.
Was
alphabetical.
Oh, yep. Which we talked about, and it seems interesting. Once again, if that's your thing, go ahead and check that out. Risk of Rain 2 DLC again.
Haven't played the last one.
I didn't play the last one either. It got wicked mixed reviews.
Oh, really?
I don't. It was a little rough. I
Okay.
don't know if that's kind of equaled out yet. I love Risk of Rain 2.
Me too.
You and I have played so much of that game together. And actually, you were the one who, I think, was the first person I ever played the game with. So definitely interesting. I'm curious to see where that goes. But yeah, coming right after that, Ben, do you want to take this one away?
Too Deep to Quit?
Yeah.
Yeah. More Friendslop, which I am here for. Yeah, I wrote down Friendslop Spelunky.
Yep.
Because that was the
That's what I was wondering if you would bring that up.
Yep. No, it looks goofy and funny, and yeah, just more Friendslop, more hijinks, except this time in
Yeah.
a cave. I noticed the status bar on the bottom was very similar to Peaks, so
Yes.
so they're mixing it up.
That's going to be intriguing.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that plays out.
Yep, and I'm taking the next one too.
Heck yeah, do it up.
Next one was a game called Neverway, and guess what? It's another spooky life sim. What is happening?
It's like out of nowhere, this genre just materialized.
Yeah, and I was put off when the trailer first started, because more spooky life sim. That's what, 4 of them now.
That is 4 of them.
But in my notes, I'll give you the live breakdown because I take notes while watching. I wrote, I really like the art style of this one though. And then it was revealed that the pixel artist is the same pixel artist as the game Celeste, which is a beautiful game.
Yep.
And then it was revealed that Disaster Piece is doing the music for this game.
Game over.
Game over. I don't know if you're familiar with Disaster Piece.
I am.
Yeah, I mean, he just makes banger chip tunes. He did the soundtrack for It Follows. This game is going to bang.
We're about to get another banger track, another spooky life sim that I now have to, that I feel like there's no avoiding.
Yeah, and you know what? Out of all the ones revealed that we've talked about, this is the one I am most excited for.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. And when you had told me that like it was the Celeste artist, that was my major turning point where I was like, oh, that's why I was really like attached to what I was seeing while I was watching it. Like I really want to see more now because we know what can come of that.
Yeah, and this one is coming out this October. So perfect for a little Halloween game.
Oh, yes. Ben,
Mm-hmm.
final sentence. Typewriter Battle Royale.
I love that typing games are getting some love. And
I never thought I would see a typing game do this
I'm here for it.
kind of stuff, but let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's bring typing games back, baby.
Yeah, and I saw it was this in the trailer. They proclaimed that they were the most viral game of the fall. I just completely missed this game. Apparently,
Apparently,
I didn't know it existed. But no,
dude, I'm all for it.
Yeah, typing games are an underutilized genre, in my opinion.
Amen. Bad.
Hi,
We have come a long way.
we have. This is so long. I apologize
This
to anyone
is
listening still.
A mega episode of a lot of us rambling about our thoughts about 1,000,000,001 games. There was no way to even breathe in between each announcement.
Mm-hmm.
And then they gave us the final announcement, and I forgot how to breathe. Don't starve elsewhere.
You don't starve.
So you don't starve, me don't starve, we don't starve anymore.
No.
What the heck?
Yeah, dude, don't starve. And also the same developer as the away team game. So big day for them.
Like, massive day. I both games out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
In my eyes at least, and both games, once again, these are like fundamental games in my like gaming life, like Don't Starve, middle school, high school-esque, like constantly playing with my friend Elijah, like, or constantly playing with, a couple other of my online friends. Like, I am so excited to dive back into Don't Starve, and it looks amazing. I'm curious to see what new crazy wacky stuff they bring out in this one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much time you spent in Don't Starve.
None. But I am familiar with it as opposed to Oxygen Not Included.
I would highly recommend, depending on how this goes, checking it out with me.
Yeah, I'm
Because
game.
I have a good feeling about this one, man.
Nice.
And this was such a cool one last thing.
Yeah.
For me, like, I got Hades 2 from this event.
Mm-hmm.
I got Don't Starve Elsewhere from this event. Like, at this point, Triple I love you so much.
Yeah, knocked it out of the park.
My goodness, just 20 out of 10. There's too many games on here that I want to play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, they did a great job.
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do it, Ben.
We'll find a way.
We will. Now, as you said earlier, we really, really appreciate everybody who was here for this long. This is over an hour 30-ish, it looks like it could end up being. That's insane that we had that much content out of one event. And it was only in 45 minutes.
Yeah. No, they did a great job.
Non-stop flow.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I thought it was amazing. Ben, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.
I did. Yeah, Triple I. The fact that they don't have hosts or anything like that, it's just trailer after trailer after trailer. It went hard.
So, I guess with that, man, this is where we get to say our goodbyes and say we will see you all in the next In Good Chumpany episode, as well as we have plenty of reviews coming out. We have Darwin's Paradox review either out now or coming out in the next day or two, depending on a couple circumstances. So, retroactively, one of the two. And then going into next week, we have a ton of stuff coming. So just keep your eyes peeled. We have so much game and so much fun just going through all of this.
So much game.
So
appreciate you all for listening. We rambled a lot, and that's okay.
Heck yeah. I mean, that's what we're here for, man. But Ben, it was an absolute pleasure, man.
Likewise.
I will talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.